Hey roofers, so unless you are living under a rock, you know that we are about to get absolutely nailed with storms all across the United States. It is starting right now and we are moving. So this is what we got going on. So tonight, obviously we have a lot of storms in the Central Valley area, and over here in the southeast part of the country, we'll have a lot more there. If you live anywhere in here, you are likely to get overwhelmed with calls and volume, and you may even have to turn away some inspections because you just simply don't have time. However, that is exactly what we are here to do. These are our pilots, and as you can see, we have a ton of pilots all across the eastern side of the US, and we are here to help you with our storm support program. And what that means is that our pilots will go out to your properties that you are going to inspect, and we can act as a plus up manning on demand when you need it, right? So instead of telling a client, hey, sorry, I don't have time, I'm not sure when I can get out there, I've got a lot of things going on, yada, yada, yada. Instead, you can say, hey, actually, I'm going to send a drone pilot out there. They're going to document that for me, and then with that drone imagery, I'm going to know whether or not you actually need me to go out there or not, right? Because you know, a lot of people call and they just want to get it checked out because they don't know. We're able to go and do the pre-assessment for you so that you only go to roofs that are actually ready to close, okay? That's what our goal is we are here as a pre-qualifier prior to you doing your actual inspections, all right? Now, drones, right? Obviously, drones don't work. You probably hear that all the time. You may have had some bad experiences. These are our drones, okay? Our drones are drastically different than the industry standard that's used in roofing. And we are using a very specific type of drone. We are flying very close to the roofs. Our pilots are trained specifically on roofing, which means, yes, we absolutely can help you and determine whether or not those roofs are actually worth your time or not, okay? This is not a statement of question. This is a statement of fact. We've worked with dozens and dozens of roofing companies nationwide, and this is just something that we know works very well, and we have a ton of success with this. Now, the next part here is you can look at this. You can clearly see this is damage. You don't have to be an expert here to know this is absolutely worth your time, okay? We're able to help you sort by severity and know what the condition of the roof is with images and not just what a homeowner says over the phone, because they may not know what actual damage looks like, so we're going to be providing you with the imagery so you can know and actually see it so you can make educated decisions when things do get wild tonight, tomorrow, and anytime in the future, all right? Now, when it comes to this as well, this is our storm support program. And it is a great program, and we really designed this to essentially help you take on more jobs without having to turn jobs down when a storm starts, all right? We're able to make the connection to the homeowners. We're able to give them that high quality service. And it's just a really great synergy of having the top of the top drones in the industry, the best of the best in your organization when you need it most, all right? And here's the cool thing. We have made this make sense for roofers all over the country, okay? It is going to only be $85 per inspection, okay? $85 per inspection. You are going to get the high resolution drone capture with the quality assurance review from our team going through the photos and actually making sure that it's done correctly. You are also going to get, well, let me back up a second. I'm going to show you what these photos actually look like because they are phenomenal. Okay, and we are going to provide you with the top down. We're going to be doing all of the front of the house identification, and we're going to go through and showcasing you all these individual imagery. And you can zoom in here and see the level of quality. It's awesome. Okay, you can absolutely make some educated decisions with these drone photos, right? You don't have to be an expert to look at this and say, hey, yeah, we definitely need to come out here and check out the rest of your roof. Okay. And that's what that looks like. However, if you have one that is not really, if you have some roofs that may need some additional work on that, you're not entirely sure, that's where our Roof Hawk comes into play. And they're really good partners of us. And what we do is we will take all the images and throw into a Roof Hawk report, and it will spit out a result based upon the latest and greatest drone-based artificial intelligence storm detection software. And it will go through and spit out results. And you can see it's not perfect. It does miss some stuff, but it is a great way of being able to know without having to go through every single photo whether or not there's any damage in this roof, right? And as you can see here, there's absolutely clearly damage. But one of the cool things about this is not what it does mark. it's actually what it doesn't mark. As you can see, none of the stuff over here is marked because it's actually trained very well to make sure it's only annotating what it thinks is actual damage, right? None of this was marked on the side, only on the roof. Those are all great signs. And this is totally automated. It's a great software. And one of the cool things as well is right down here at the bottom, it will also include a summary hail trace report that showcases where, obviously where the storms were, and also the hail size on those different dates. Okay, really awesome on how that all works, and it's just a great thing. Now, the storm support program, so it comes with our high resolution drone capture, quality assurance review, comes with the RoofHawk AI storm detection report, comes with a hail trace summary report, and here's the cool thing, it also comes with measurements provided the property goes to contract. Okay, and what that means is that if the roof that we capture goes to contract, then our pricing changes from $85 to $15 a square. The reason why this is great is that we assume risk in this, and we want to make sure that the roofs that we capture are going to result in you making money. We want to make sure that you are having a great ROI from our service. And so we're going to go out there and help you secure more deals. Okay, and this should be something you want to see, right? You want to see us actually have some skin in the game. So $85 for every single inspection we do. However, if it does actually end up being a contract, then it will go ahead and revert to $15 a square, and the $85 will go as a credit towards the total price of $15 a square, right? And you can see the imagery that it's able to produce is just absolutely phenomenal. Now, since we are taking risk here, right, we are going to check each one of the houses that you send us, and we're going to make sure that it's at least 1.5 inches of hail. Okay, we don't want to send our pilots to anything that we don't think is going to become actual an actual revenue stream. So it's going to be, if you have a house that's 1.5 inches of hail confirmed before we dispatch a pilot, we will only charge $85 and then do a $15 in the back end. If you want to send us to something that is not 1.5 inches or more, then it's going to be a $200 flat rate period, but we don't care if it goes to contract at all. Okay, and that's what that looks like. Now we also do a 4 hours after dispatch. The pilots are required to contact the homeowner for scheduling, and you'll have access to the scheduling and what the process is, etc. But ultimately, though, it's a really, really cool process. But 4 hours after we send you the invoice, you pay the invoice, the pilots are activated. Within 4 hours, they will be scheduling with the homeowner to let them know that, hey, I'm here with your roofing company. We are here to do a documentation. And when would you be available, or would you be okay with me just coming by the house and flying it without you present? Completely up to you either way, right? And then our pilots will go out there, they'll do the documentation, and you are totally out of the game. And what we do is within 24 hours of the drone photos actually being captured by the pilot, then you will get the RoofHawk report and all the other stuff, right? So really awesome, guys. And we try to make this just make sense. We only do roofing. We don't do anything but roofing. And because of that, it makes this whole process really, really awesome. Now, the other thing is as well, I mentioned it earlier, if it goes to contract, we will also be providing you with drone-based measurements, right? And drone-based measurements, because they're being taken from only 100 feet above that roof, we can merge it together, build a 3D model, and we'll be able to generate you much more accurate measurements than if it was satellite based or from an airplane. And most of the measurements that you're going to get are going to be either satellite or aerial from like 10,000 feet. So you're going to get much, much, much higher accuracy and precision in your models, which means you're able to get better measurements, which means you're not going to have missing slopes, you're not going to have missing slopes and inaccuracies and all that craziness. So it's going to be drastically better, and it is going to be included with the $15 a square price if it does go to contract. Okay, so awesome program. As you can see, this is totally sufficient for anything you're going to need. And yeah, guys, that's ultimately it. We are live. We are ready. We are taking in appointments right now. We are taking in any roofers who want to be notified. And if you do want to jump on this program, I would definitely do it fast, because we do have a lot of pilots. But that also being said, this is a very, very, very large storm, and there are a lot of people who do want to jump on board here. So $85 is very attractive. And yeah, this is something that I think is going to definitely be very beneficial to you and your company. And hopefully you'll be able to help out a lot more homeowners and really just get out there and do some great things, and not have to turn away people and have them go to somebody else. All right, guys. Well, if you have any questions, let me know. The link to fill up is in the description of this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. See ya.